Oh my gosh. Jump scare. Hi. Hello. Thank you for coming. Yahoo. Yahoo. I am no longer bleeding and dying. I am alive and not bleeding. Sorry if I scared you. I was just fine the whole time. Just a tiny nosebleed. Yeah, everything's okay. I just blew my nose a little too hard. You ever do that? No? Okay, just me. Yeah, that's fine. My nose is great. I've been blowing my nose a lot, and it's, you know, the air is so dry this time of year where I lived. Volume up. Oh, I know what's wrong. Thank you. Jump scare. Okay. I whispered it first because I had to switch it, and it would be really loud really suddenly. Sorry, I was recording something earlier. I still had my recording settings on. Wait, does that mean that I didn't switch this either? Yeah, no, this is good. Okay. Awesome. Sorry about that. Awkward. Buenos días. Buenos días, muchachalatas. I think about that a lot. Buenos días, muchachalatas. Oh my gosh. Okay. So here's the deal. This is so boring. I took longer than I meant to start stream, like to start talking to you. We do here, hold on. Let me get over here. So when we do Pomodoro, we do a time system. We have a system here. Oh, this is a little off center. Excuse me. Oh, excuse me. When we do it, we do a 20-minute work, 10-minute chat combo. But I cut into it. So for the first one, what we'll do is we'll do 10-minute chat, 10-minute work, so that way we can still do it in even 30-minute increments. That being said, today will actually be very few Pomodoros. Today will be very few Pomodoros, so it doesn't actually matter that much. Yeah, we'll actually start working in like 10 minutes, okay? So it'll be a slightly shorter one for the first Pomodoro. Yeah, so that means we have 10 minutes to talk now. We have to speedrun everything before I have to start working. And I absolutely have to, because I'm not allowed to sleep till I finish the things that I have to do. Because I've been falling behind the last couple days. I had a task earlier this week that took me like 5 times longer than I estimated and than it normally would take me. I don't know what was going on, but because of that, I fell a bit behind with my other stuff, and I need to catch up today. So, address the new VP. I love that you use the word address. Can I get an elephant emoji, please? Address me. Yeah, I'm in a new VP. Yay! I never do that. Yippee! I did a VP. I feel like I deserve a medal. I don't do voice packs as often as some other people because I don't know. It takes me a bit longer to do most things. I can work really slowly, and I'd get really overwhelmed if I did it every month. You'd never see me stream if I was doing them every month. Yeah, I wrote this script some time ago. It is the Clingy Voice, and it will be available a week from today. It'll be available in about a week. The theme is clingy. So the concept that you'll see if you get multiple is that either the speaker, like the talent that did the pack, will be the person that's being clingy and needy, or they will be doting on somebody else, like the listener who is clingy and needy, right? I think that's how that works. It should go without saying that I chose to write a script where you are clingy and needy, and I am looking after you because you're so clingy and whiny and needy. Are you happy? That's not what you want. You want the other one, right? Yeah. No, that's what I actually did. I was just kidding. Yeah, no, I wrote one where I'm really clingy. I was just messing with you. Yeah, no, I wrote it's kind of funny. I actually wrote it kind of like a prophecy. I wrote a script where winter hit and I got a cold. I got sick in the script. I wrote a story where I got sick, and I needed somebody to look after me. And then I actually got sick for real after the script was finished and recorded. Like, literally after I finished everything, I got sick for real. I prophesied it. Uh, yeah, it'll be one of those settings. And this is a first for me. I had my script that I wrote, I had it translated into Japanese. So there are 2 versions available this time. Yeah, you can get it technically 4 versions because I also try to do the EX every time when I participate. I don't do it often. I do not do voice packs often, but I give it my very best effort if I do choose to participate in one. If the theme calls to me and if I have the time to write for it, I do my very best. So, yeah, this time you'll have 4 options to choose from. There will be English and Japanese, and then for each of those, there is main and EX. EX in this case, rather than being like a comic relief ending, it's more just like a continuation. It's kind of like when the sickness is gone, pretty much. Yeah. Ooh, something else is special about this one, but you don't get to see it till next week. Yeah, I decided since I don't participate in voice packs very often, or at least not consistently, and there's usually a gap of at least 3 or 4 months between my voice packs, I decided another way to make it special. I was inspired by some of my senpai. Uh, for this voice pack, and I want to try to do it for future voice packs as well. I will be commissioning an official visual. I say official in air quotes. It'll be like my personal visual. You know, it's not the key visual. It will not be featured with any of the official stuff, but uh, there will be a visual of my own that I am commissioning and releasing alongside the teaser. Yeah, so I have one for that. It's pretty crazy. Yeah, I got a photo for you. So I hope that that can I hope that that can match. Are they both the same concept? Yes. Generally speaking, I don't know if there's an exception to this, but generally speaking, my understanding is that if you get multiple languages for the same pack, they have the exact same content. Now, the length might be slightly different because, you know, because it has to say the same stuff, a sentence might be longer in one language than the other, or the delivery might be a little different. I will say the delivery in mine is very different just because of the tone that I have when I try to speak Japanese. But I did my very best. I'm still learning, and there were a lot of words in my script that I did not know. I actually learned quite a few words from recording my script. It was a really, really long process, and it was actually really, really frustrating. Just because I'm still I'm very early in my language learning process for Japanese. Uh, but I did my very best. So if you choose to listen to that one, or if you choose to listen to both of them, I hope you can enjoy it. Mm. I'll give you a teaser for both of them on the day, or I guess the night that it drops. The night in American time. Yeah, yeah. I hope you can enjoy it though. I did my best, and I will do my best for future ones as well. Yeah, I think this is a system that works well for me and that I can keep up with. I will not do them every month. There will be periods of several months sometimes where you do not get one, but when I do, I will do everything I can to make it exciting and nice. Yeah, I'll give it my best effort every time. I hope that's enough. I hope that you can enjoy it. Mm. I do feel bad sometimes whenever a theme drops and people are like, "Ah, I so wish Kaelix was here," but uh I figure this way I can still give you a good time. I don't know. It takes me pretty long to record a script. Even though my scripts can be anywhere between like 6 and 9 minutes, I still even as short as that is, I'm spending hours every time. And in the case of recording the Japanese one, it took me genuinely like 5 times as long. I did it across multiple days, doing my best to get the sentences as clear as I could. I've still got a lot to improve, but my hope is that through doing it, I can get some practice that I don't otherwise have. And I did actually learn a few words and phrases through this script that I remember now, so uh, hopefully I can become a master through 1 billion of them over the next several years. With each script maybe. I will not promise a Japanese version for every single voice pack that I do. There may be some voice packs in the future where I only do English like I did before. Uh but I do want to try. Yeah. So just to be clear, I'm not setting like a new standard and I'm not planning to commit to it completely, but I'm going to do my best. Yeah. Does that cover everything? Did I adequately address the elephant? Did I address him? Did I do a good job? Is there anything else you're wondering? I'm wondering if I missed anything. Hmm. While you think about that, I will go ahead and actually start the timer now because we can, or not start, but I guess prepare the timer because it's time for us to start working here in a bit. Just get things ready. Elephant addressed. Satisfied. Did I get everything? Amazing promo. Yippee. New mic for VP? No, unfortunately. I recorded the VP a good while ago. It was before I had the microphone. The process for these can generally be pretty early. A lot of stuff is done in advance. It takes a lot of work to release one. Much more so in the case of releasing very many. You know, there are so many talents that do it. So yeah, no, this one will be with the microphone that I'm using right now. Yeah. Translated it myself? No. I had it translated by somebody else. I wrote it myself though. I wrote the English script and then it was translated for me and then I recorded it. Yeah. Yeah. Do I want to use my new microphone for future VPs? Yes. And that is part of the motive behind me getting it actually. Have I played Go? No, and I don't know if I will, to be honest. I may try it at some point, but probably not. I like the idea for those things, but I personally would just get distracted having it to work with me. You know what I mean? Because I realize that the whole point is that it creates like a chill environment for you to work in and focus in. But having all of those options for customization, I would never be satisfied. I would want to step away from my work to decorate it differently and change things. It's just not very compatible with my personal style. I need like general silence and emptiness in order to get good work done. That's just me though. I may make a room at some point though so other people can use it because I've seen that that's something people do. No promises though. I still don't fully know how it works. All right. We're going to work for 10 minutes and then we'll go to normal system, all right? Normally it would be 20, but in fact I'll even change this really quick. To 10 minutes for now. Honestly, we could follow that system for the rest. Just do it the whole time maybe since I can't do as many Pomodoros today. All right. I'll see you in 10 minutes. For now, I'm going to focus. Oh, the timer isn't moving. What? Oh, I know why. Okay. Ah, that's how that works. Okay, I have a way I can fix this. All right, the timer will be hidden for now. We'll reconvene when when the hour changes. Sorry about that. I tried something new and that caused me to break it. I didn't experiment with it enough beforehand. Thank you for letting me know. Okay, I know how I can fix it though. I've already got a fix. Awesome. Sugoi. I'll keep the timer running, but It'll actually be before it reaches 10 minutes. Thank you again. That song always gets stuck in my head whenever we work. Oh, wait. Oh, no. I don't know how to do this now because of my thing that I did. Oh, that's so confusing. Okay. Uh anyway, we're we're back. Okay. Um Yeah, I messed up the timer earlier, so that's why we're starting earlier. And you know what? I want to make another change to today's Pomodoro. I think I want to do 15 and 15 instead of 10 and 20. Today my work is actually a little bit faster and I have to go to sleep immediately after the stream is over, so but yeah, we can talk for 15 minutes. It was very quick. It just flew by. Did you get anything done? I realized it was shorter than usual. I did that because I wanted to. I don't know if you noticed, but whenever we do Pomodoro, I actually track it down to the hour on my clock rather than looking at the timer up to the left. The timer is more for you to refer to usually. I try to do them in something that adds up to 30 minutes so that it's exactly 2 Pomodoros per hour is how I usually do it. That's why. That's why I cut it a little short compared to usual. Yeah. We can clean this up a little bit, actually. Maybe I could, let's see. I could afford to zoom out a little bit, right? Holy moly. Unless you'd prefer for me to be, like, super close. Is this how you prefer? Oh my gosh. Hi. I sound like that one, you know that one raven? Like that one video. Is it a raven or a crow where it's like, hi, hi? That's what I feel like. Are you familiar? Have you ever seen a raven that could talk, that had its tongue freed so it could speak like a person? They have just as much capability as most parrots. Fun trivia. They go, hi, hi. Was it a crow? Ah, seagull. No, 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 no. Very different. I'm talking about a real animal, not a movie creature. Not the seagulls from the Nemo fish movie about the little guy, the little orange thing. No, I'm talking about real birds. Yeah, they remember your face too. They have really good memory and facial recognition. They're kind of crazy. I love them. They're some of my favorite birds, if not my favorites, actually. Corvids in general. I really like them. Did you know that word? That's one of my favorite words too. Corvid. I love that word. It is a word for a specific category of birds that includes crows and ravens. Hmm. Yeah, corvid. Not Corvette, but corvid. It's a word for those kinds of birds. That is, yeah, that's right. That's right. Do you know the Pokemon Corviknight? That's its English name, at least. I don't know its Japanese name or any other language's names, but Corviknight, the metal bird Pokemon, that comes from the word corvid and the word knight. I love that word though. Oh yeah, Vanta does bring crows. Maybe I should bring ravens. I can be I can be I can be Caelix Raven Bringer. That could be my name. Because his last name is Bringer, right? His name is Vantacrow Bringer. So I can be Caelix Raven Bringer. Yeah. It's kind of funny actually that his name is Vantacrow and he loves Raven's Watch. You get my vision? Do you see? Do you see the connection? Hmm. Yeah, that can be my name for AUs where I am his biological son, like for real, and not just as a funny joke. If you ever indulge in a silly AU where I am his firstborn or whatever, my name can be Caelix Raven. Caelix Raven Bringer. Yeah, you're free to play with that. Giving you ideas. I personally haven't encountered anything, but I am aware that it exists. I've seen the vaguest mention of things like that on my FYP. Hmm. I will say I do actively check my tags, so I do see things like fan art, but I haven't actually seen any writing personally. Yeah, no, don't worry. You don't have to tell me to look away. I don't look at that stuff. I'm aware that it exists, but I don't look at it as a means of showing you respect. By way of not looking at it, I hope that I can show you respect and give you privacy. Because I only assume that if I go looking for that, I'll find something that you definitely do not want me to see. I know how I haven't seen anything in this side of the internet, but I know how it goes with that stuff. So, mm. Where would writing go in the tags? Honestly, most writing probably shouldn't go in any of them, unfortunately. If it's it depends on context, but yeah, generally there isn't really a place for it. That's more like something that just goes untagged, or if it is something that's appropriate to tag, just my general tag would be fine for it. Like just hashtag Kaelix Debonair. Which that is probably the tag that I check the least often, to be honest, but I do still check it. Yeah. Yeah, no, I try not to look at that stuff. That is a form of expression that I feel like is better left alone as far as my involvement goes. uh, yeah, generally you don't tag that kind of thing. It's a different piece of the experience, right? I think it's best that it stays separated from official stuff for a couple reasons. A big one is that things like fan fiction tend to be out of character, and it can be a step away from what we do on an official level, right? It's not as representative of the things we do here. So, aside from me just wanting to respect privacy, it's also like a way of keeping things that people want to see in the tags and things that people might not want to see out of them. You know what I mean? Yeah. I hope that's not too harsh because I do actually appreciate that there are people doing things like that, and I respect it. But it's more like a means of showing respect that I do not look at it or look into it. Mm. I appreciate you if you include or not include if you participate in that stuff though. I hope you enjoy it. Oh my god, am I the goat king? Hi Sable. Sorry if I scared you. I saw your frowny face as I was grabbing my tissues earlier. All right, Sable, my nose starts bleeding. What are you gonna do to save me? Quickly. Oh no, Sable, my nose is bleeding right now. Oh, can't you see it coming out of my nose right now? What are you gonna do? Oh, Sable, I'm bleeding out. I need you to do something. Sable, time is running out. Oh, I'm wilting. Oh, Sable, hurry. Oh no, Sable, what are you gonna do? Oh, you'll bring the hospital to me? That's cute. That's cute. So by that, do you mean you're gonna show up in a white coat and with equipment, or do you mean you're gonna like take a hospital and push it somewhere else? Grabbing the building. Okay, yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, do you know that Sable, are you familiar with SpongeBob? I don't know if we've talked about this. Is that a thing that you know? I know that you know certain things and do not know other things just based on your lived experience. Is SpongeBob among the things that you know? You said that, and it made me think of, why don't we just take Bikini Bottom and push it somewhere else? That's what I thought of. That's actually one of my favorite quotes from the whole show. Why don't we just take Bikini Bottom and push it somewhere else? All right. Question for the room. I want you to drop your favorite SpongeBob quote. And I don't want to hear a mainstream one, all right? I don't want to hear any, like, what is a basic SpongeBob quote? I can't even think of the basic ones. I don't want to hear any boring ones, though. I need a tasteful SpongeBob quote, okay? Give me a tasteful SpongeBob quote. I'll give you an example. Here's one of my favorites. You used me for land development. That wasn't nice. Oh, that's a good one. Let's leave. Oh, I like that one a lot. No, I don't want to hear any. I'm ready. I don't want to hear that. That's basic. Glass skin, paper bones. Okay, 1, it's actually glass bones and paper skin. 2, that is too basic. That's mainstream. None of that. Ha 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 ha. Okay, that's boring. That's boring. That's boring. This is too basic, Sable. You can do better than this. Come on, give me a good one. Give me a good one. It's not just a boulder, it's a rock, right? And I don't know. I think that's a bit too basic. I need something more tasteful. Oh no, he's handsome. Finger up emoji. Actually, it's, oh no, he's hot. I don't know. I didn't think I'd get this far. That one is a bit basic, but I like that one. I actually use that one a lot. Whenever people ask me to elaborate on something that I caused, I'm like, I did not think I would get this far. Oh. Oh my gosh. What do you do while I'm at work? Wait for you to come back. That's cute. That was a cute one. It's kind of sweet. Sit around waiting for you to come back. It's kind of like a pet. Best time to wear a striped sweater. No, boring. I need a good one. I need a deep cut. I need a deeper cut than that. Come on. How about bold and brash? More like belongs in the trash. I love that one. That's a good one. Good deep cut. Tasteful. Tasteful. Peas in a can pie. Wait, what is that one from? Peas in a can pie? Is that when he's shopping or... No, I can see it in my head, actually. I see the cans poking out of the pie. What was the context for that? I don't remember that. See, what that makes me think of is when he's like, oh, they have it. Canned bread in a can. Oh, the Texas one. The Texas one. That's a good one. That whole episode is pretty funny. Oh, you only remember them in a non-English language? That is so reasonable. Do they hit as hard? Are they as iconic? I wonder. Oh my gosh. Is this the Krusty Krab? No, this is Patrick. You're doing it on purpose at this point, Sable. I'm asking for deep cuts here. That is one of the that is maybe the single most pedestrian SpongeBob quote ever. I need a deep cut. I believe in you, Sable. I'll give you one more chance. I'll give you one more chance to redeem yourself. Or else I'm gonna assume that you're just trying to push my buttons like you always do. uh. Si- maybe we could start the next Pomodoro a minute early. Hey, I had some issues starting the last one. We started the last one a couple minutes late. Maybe we could just start this next one early. Just I don't know. I just want to focus on my work. So I can't stay mad at you. Never use that word again, though. I'm deleting your message. Hold on. Let me scroll back up. Where do I go? Where are you? There you are. Okay. Deleted. I've erased it from the narrative. We don't use numbers around here. Or we don't use those numbers. That's not something we do. You gotta lock in if you want to be Debonair 3000. You should know that yesterday I timed 5 different people out for 5 minutes because they used those numbers. I straight up back to back I timed out 5 people for 5 minutes. All right, let's let's lock in for 15 minutes, okay? Oh my gosh. Okay, let me start. Okay. Yeah. It's a little early on the timer, but it's perfectly on time for my clock. All right. I'll see if whoa. Let's try that again. I will see you in 15 minutes. I wanna go home. Whoa. I wanna go home. Think, think, think. Oh, whoa. Sorry about that. Excuse me. No, I'm focusing. I just saw something crazy. That's all. Ah, I have to restart. Okay, there we go. Hi again. Boo. Ah. Goobodig. 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 Did you get any progress? Make any progress? Oh my gosh. Did you make any progress? I can look so scary if I try to. I don't know. In this, because you don't often see me in this lighting, do you? Just because of the job that I work. Lifehouse always has me working late at night, so usually you catch me when it's really dark. I feel like you don't often see my eyes in this light, do you? I feel both scary and pretty. I don't know if that's just me. Do you see my vision? Do you agree? Maybe if I whoa. Scarily bonita. You think so? Do I look bonita? I feel bonita. Oh my gosh. Whoa. Hermoso. Ah. No soy bonita. Hermoso. ¿Por qué? ¿Por qué no bonita? ¿Por qué no bonita? ¿Por qué hermoso? Why not pretty? ¿Por qué no los dos? ¿Por qué no los dos? Guapo. ¿Por qué guapo? ¿Por qué no bonita? Uh, sound like Hal. Oh, like of the moving castle. That made me think of the song. As always, the music get the clap. I love that song. That moment is really trendy because of the choreography. But I was listening to that song on loop when it dropped. I love that motif. So yummy. I love his music. Want to share what I was looking at earlier? No, and I'll never tell. I'll never tell. I just saw something spooky. No, it wasn't spooky. I just saw something that surprised me, or I guess I saw something and I realized something that was surprising to me. That was my real reaction to a certain piece of information that I'll never share. You'll never know. You're gonna have to wonder forever. In a bad way, kind of, but not a terrible way. Just like, oh, I messed up. Oh well. What was my epiphany tweet earlier about? Okay, I'll tell you in like a week, maybe. I need a little time for that one. I'll share my epiphany with you later. You're talking about the one where I just typed oh, right? Yeah, I'll tell you what that means later. Just let me be mysterious for a little while. A week, maybe 2, maybe 3. I don't know. Unless I forget. Sometimes I forget these things. You kind of have to remind me is the problem. There have actually been work streams like this where it'll be like, oh, what's that? What was that about? And I'll be like, okay, I'll tell you, but only in like a few months if I remember. And then by the time it rolls around and I can tell you, I don't remember anymore. I always forget. Ever tell what I did math for in that one Pomodoro? No, I can't tell you until several months from now. I remember what I did that for, but I can't tell you yet. I can't tell you that yet. I'll tell you eventually. Write it down. No, it's like I remember the information. It's more like by the time that I can tell you, I forget that I'm supposed to. And unfortunately, there's just not enough room on my list of periodic reminders to throw in indefinite reminders. I don't know. I don't know if I can afford to throw in more. Like I would so love to give you calendar reminders dedicated just to like letting you know something you were curious about that one time. I need you to understand and appreciate just how full my calendar is of reminders for similar things that are a bit scary, like more serious, you know, for me to forget. I don't know. I just can't. There's not enough room. I'll just get stressed out if I start keeping track of all these things. You're going to have to remember for me that I owe you information. Or else I'll just spontaneously remember. Like way later. You know, my calendar is full of little reminders like that. 2 calendars actually. I have 2 calendars. That's the way that I function. I have one calendar that is for like keeping track of projects and streams, and then another in my phone that is specifically for reminders. Yeah. Yeah, you cannot know the math thing yet. You need more time for that. Don't know what the recording during frog season was? Oh, wait, you know what? I think it was actually the thing that's dropping next week. I think I recorded that during frog season. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I am 90% sure that was during frog season. Yeah, you probably won't hear them though. I worked really hard to hide them. And I tried to time it so that it wasn't audible. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the one. Yeah. Was that something you needed? Was that information that I told you I could tell you later? Frog season. So in Kokiri Village, we have a number of flora and fauna that are distinctive of the area. And one thing that makes it awesome to live where I live is that in certain times of year, the frogs enter mating season and they get really noisy and loud and annoying. They just start singing like crazy because they're trying to attract mates. And they love to conspire against me specifically so that whenever I'm trying to record, that's when they decide it's time to make babies. And then I'll wait for them to finish and then they go quiet. And then I'm like, okay, it's safe to start. And then I start recording. Oh my God. Thank you. And then immediately it's like immediately they start yapping away again. I get 2 lines in and they'd immediately start singing again just because I started recording. That was part of what took me so long when it came to recording the Japanese version especially. Oh my God, they were so wicked. They were so mean. So yeah, I hope you can enjoy when the time comes. Responding to me? Oh, was the VP just too good for them, maybe? Seem to be working on stuff months in advance. Yeah, that's honestly the standard process for a lot of this kind of stuff. I probably shouldn't tell you exactly how many months in advance most things go, but this is something I've tried to clarify a couple times recently. You may have noticed that I've been super busy the last couple months. And I've worried before that you would see me super busy and be like, oh my gosh, next month is going to be so cool. But it's more like 6 months from now is going to be so cool would be more accurate. You know what I mean? Because if I start something now, it takes a while to reach it, the end most of the time. There are exceptions. There are some things that go really fast. There are some things that take way longer. It's not really precise. It's not super exact. It's not consistent. So, but yeah, in general, you do kind of have to do a lot of things in advance in order to get it done. Yeah, it takes a while to reach the finish line with most things. So at any point, like if you catch me working today, you're not gonna see it tomorrow. You know what I mean? Like the stuff that I'm working on today, for example, you're not gonna see it anytime soon. Things just take a while, just to peel back the curtain a healthy amount. So, show support to your Oshis. They're probably always working on things, pretty much. Yeah. It's a tough task. So especially if you have any livers in the company that are particularly consistent with uploading stuff and doing a lot of offline content that's not stream, show them some support because oh my gosh, they put in the work. I want to be them so bad. I get so exhausted just doing what I do already. But I want to work up to more. Maybe outsource for some things in the future. Yeah. Fingies crossed. I do my best. And my best is always enough, in my opinion. Everyone's best is always enough. So I try not to be too hard on myself. I try not to be too strict. Mad respect to people that can do more, though. Yeah. I'm so congested. It's so annoying. I hope that you've been feeling well, though. Seasonal changes, regardless of what kind of seasonal change, whether it's getting colder, whether it's getting warmer, it's usually the same result for a lot of people, right? I hope you haven't been going through it, because I'm gonna send it to you. I need you to be ready to take my congestion away. Sound was real. I'm glad you can relate, I guess. Don't want it to bleed. Genuinely, I want to reach over and grab a tissue and blow again so bad, but no. I gotta be careful. I can't blow it so much, but I just want to get rid of it. I need to get it out of there. It's in my nose. I don't want it. I don't want it in there. Oh. You can take it. All right, you can take my mucus. It's yours. You can have my mucus. Please take it and be careful. You don't want it? I need you to make up your mind. I need you to come to a consensus. All right. Auction it and use it for live Faust funds. I don't think you understand, Sable, what I'm asking for here. I'm not giving my mucus away. I'm asking people to tank the excess mucus that is blocking my nasal cavity inside of my skull. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. It's preventing me from speaking and singing normally. And I'm always sniffly, and it actually, I think, is causing headaches too. I've been going to bed with headaches a lot lately because of it. I hate it so bad. It is so annoying, and I love complaining about it. We need to be smart about this. So, okay, can I get an estimate? Can I get a quote? How would you price my mucus? By what measurement? Like dollar slash unit of measurement. You know what I mean? Like dollar slash ounce. You know what I mean? How much per ounce? I'll give you that. How much per ounce would you price my mucus at? That's so gross. I don't even want an answer anymore. That's too much. Starting bid is 1 million. Oh my gosh, I hope you mean something that has like a really tiny currency. I hope you don't mean United States dollars. That'd be so crazy. I hope you mean a currency with like a really tiny unit. So that it equals like a more decent amount. Please wear clothes to bed. Might stop the running nose. I do wear clothes to bed. Oh, you see, this happens so often. I will mention offhandedly that I like doing something or I like something, and then it sets the expectation and reputation that I do it all the time and I'm obsessed with it. And that I'm some sicko. Oh wait, did I do my timer wrong? I feel like I should have like 5 more minutes. I guess I did my timer wrong. We get more talking. Oopsie. But yeah, no, I mentioned. Oh, I ended 5 minutes early. Is that what happened? Oh, I got confused because the unit is different than usual. I usually do it 10:20 instead of 15:15. That's what happened. All right, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna stop it, and then when we get to the right time, I'll press play again. Sorry about that. But yeah, no, I mentioned in passing one time that sometimes I'll take a shower and I'll fall asleep before I get dressed in my bed because it's just so nice and warm. And I actually like to time it so that my clothes come out of the dryer like by the time I'm out of the shower. Or not my clothes, my sometimes my clothes, but usually my bed sheets. If I'm gonna wash my sheets, I'll usually like time my shower so that I shower as they're in the dryer, and then they come out. Stop reading Twit. No, I'm reading a super. I'm reading a super. Yeah, I mentioned it one time that I sometimes, very rarely actually, because I live with my family. You know, I don't want my siblings to come in and see me in the nude, but sometimes, on occasion, I will fall asleep not even meaning to because I'm just so comfortable in my bed before putting my clothes on after like a nice exfoliative shower. Usually I go to sleep clothed. Yeah, no, I do that normally. However, if I lived alone, I would not be doing that because it's really comfortable. But I have to be decent. I have to be very decent because I live with others. I don't think it's cool to do that when you have housemates. Do I dry my hair? Sometimes. Depends on what I'm planning for the day, honestly. If I'm planning to like go out and be seen, then yeah, usually. But if I'm just going around the house, sometimes not. Sometimes what I'll do to dry it actually is I picked this habit up in high school. I will actually like roll it in a shirt, like a t-shirt, rather than a towel. A towel. Rolling it in a shirt can help it dry in a way that doesn't mess up the texture and the volume. Yeah, fun hack when your hair gets especially when your hair gets a little long. I'll wrap it in a t-shirt. Yeah, no, I generally do go to sleep clothed. Just to be clear, just to set the record straight and clarify any misunderstanding, in addition to the idea that I love being sick in bed with a nasty fever and I'm just waiting for the next opportunity to get sick so I can have a fever because I love it so much. Yeah, got to debunk that one too. Again, just as a reminder, I don't actually love having fevers and I'm not looking forward to them. But I do like when it gets to the point in the fever where there's no other symptom and it's just chill. You know what I mean? I like that part of the fever. And even then, would prefer to go without it, just to be clear. What other information do I have to debunk? All right, let's drop a Kaelix theory. What can I debunk? What else do you need to know? What else is out of character? What have the people misunderstood about me? Top 10 Kaelix out of character misunderstandings. What do people not get about me? uh Oh, going to sleep with wet hair gives you headaches? Oh, well, good thing I actually usually shower in the morning rather than at night. Address the hydraulic press. Well, obviously I don't want to be hydraulic pressed. I just like pressure. I like being squeezed. It feels nice. Like a tight hug is nice. Being under a really big pile of blankets is nice. It feels nice to be squeezed. And I just think when I watch those hydraulic press videos where they put in like things for satisfying ASMR content, the ones that crunch and just react to it, it just feels satisfying. And so I feel like it would just feel good. Like obviously it wouldn't. I'm also just being ridiculous and funny. You're not meant to take it literally. It's not that serious. It's not everything I say is to be taken seriously. In fact, most things I say are to be taken non-literally. Have you ever gotten a weighted blanket? No, but I want to try one because I think I'd like it. Yeah, I do think I would like it. As a matter of fact, I think I would like that. I just haven't tried it yet. Yeah, mucus pull is almost 50-50. Likely behavior, TBH. Weighted blanket fund. Oh no, you don't have to do that. You don't have to do that. If I ever decide to have a weighted blanket, I can get one. You don't have to fund it. Do not worry. Thank you though. Yeah, no, I've wanted to try it. I just haven't gotten around to grabbing one. Maybe I could see if I could find one on sale. Black Friday sales are long over, but maybe I could catch one if I go looking. I don't know. I think pressure is nice. Oh yeah, let me reset, start. We have to work now. Sorry. I'll try not to end it early this time. Okay. Yeah, end of year sales. Maybe I could do that. Like post Christmas when they're trying to clear up their stock. I'll go looking for a weighted blanket then maybe. All right, let's see. Consensus is that you would not tank my mucus, by the way. I'll give you another chance another time. I'll let you think about it, all right? I'll let you think about what good it would do for me if you would take this for me. I can trust you to make the right decision, right? I'll see you in like 15 minutes. La 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 la. Da 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 da. 歌うのさ。 Boo. Whoa. Oh my gosh. Holy moly. Hi. Hold on. Sorry about that. I had to check something really quick. Wet fart? Don't ask me. I don't do that. That must have been you. I heard it though. Yeah, I heard it. Sicko. Not working during Pomodoro? No, I was. I was working. I was working the whole time till like the last minute. Then I stopped working. I got bored. But actually, I reached the end of one of my task lists, so I was safe to stop for a minute. I do still have things that I need to do, but I reached the end of my goals there, so I win. Get a load of this guy. What do you mean? What's that supposed to mean? Care to elaborate? What's that all about? Oh, are you still giving me SpongeBob quotes, perhaps? Get a load of this guy. Oh, you know what I really love? This is a load of barnacles. I heard that. That's a good one. Staring into my beady eyes. Oh my gosh, I can make this about SpongeBob too. Stop looking at me with them big old eyes. Meow. And stop looking at me with them big old eyes. Meow. That makes me also think of the one GIF of SpongeBob where he's like, I love that one. Yes, GIF with a soft J. Soft J. GIF. GIF. Like the peanut butter. We've already been over this. I don't want to have this conversation anymore. How do I remember so many quotes? Because I love it. I think SpongeBob is awesome. I just love that little guy. He's just like me. That's my spirit animal, SpongeBob. That's my oomph. That's my spirit oomph, okay? That's my spirit oomph. That's my twin flame. He's just like me. In every way that matters, that's basically just me, all right? You can watch any episode of SpongeBob and just project me into him, and it will make sense. Yeah, he is also yellow and silly, just like me. And he also lives deep underwater, just like me. And he's also covered in holes that absorb the water around him, just like me. And he also works at a fast food restaurant, just like me. And his best friend is a starfish, and he lives next to a squid, just like me. Actually, no, he lives next to an octopus. Squidward's actually not a squid; he's an octopus. Fun trivia. Um, and he what else does he do that I do? He has a basement library just like me, and he filter feeds. Yeah, I do that too. He's just like me. He's just like me for real. Yeah, and he's square shaped just like me. I too am built like a square. Lost the connection? Yeah, no, I don't do any of those things. I just wanted to imagine for a second. I like using my imagination sometimes. I think it's fun. uh, I think using your imagination is awesome. Has a lot of holes. Well, I guess I do too. I've got let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on my head. 6 if you count my eyes, but I don't because they're filled. I won't get into the other ones, but yeah. We all have holes on our body. So you could say he and I are very much alike. Wait, did I say 6? I meant 5, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5. Either 5 or 7, if you count my eyes. I think I added 1 in there somewhere. Counting can be a little tough sometimes. Now, I don't see what your fixation on the number is, but I'm personally not having any of that. All right. Let's see. Let's go on a crusade really quick. There's 1. Anyone else? Anyone else? Any other takers? Oh, you want some too? Okay. You want some? Okay, you can have some too. Yeah, you can have some too. Okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Don't worry. You can have some too if you want it. No, if you ask for it, you'll get it for longer than 5 minutes. And I don't want to do that. Wait, stop. You can't. I don't like this. It's too much. Can you behave? uh Oh my god. Okay. You want it that bad? All right. You get 30 minutes instead of 5 because you said me, me, me. Take the one in the back who said me, me, me and burn down his house. That's what I feel like right now. All right. I'm going to issue a sentence with each timeout. Who else wants some? Who else wants someone? Oh, you want to say a funny number? Okay. You get the Iron Maiden and 5 minutes in the timeout corner. Oh, you're 12 years old? All right, you get 5 minutes in the timeout corner and the pair of anguish. Oh, you volunteer. How generous. You get 30 minutes in the hole with no parole. 10 minutes in the hole without parole and a 100-pound fine. All right, I'm feeling whimsical. I think I want to give somebody 24. Who's feeling it? I'm feeling whimsical. Who wants to? Who wants 24? I can give you 24 hours. I can do that too. Oh, you want it that badly? Oh my gosh. All right, let's see. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. 24 hours for you. Okay, that's enough. Oh, you'll take one for the team? All right, Sable, you can be timed out for 10 seconds. All right, you're timed out for 10 seconds. You've been timed out for 10 seconds, my friend. Wait, no, it hid all your message. I don't like this. It deleted all your messages from my... Oh no, it deleted all your messages from the thing. I wanted to keep those. Oh no. Now I'm sad. I wish I wouldn't have done that. I miss them. Okay, that's enough. No more. Unfortunately, I cannot revoke these very easily. So if you just got sent to the Shadow Realm, you're just going to have to wait for your sentence to end, unfortunately. I hope you appreciate every second of it, though. That's enough. I've had enough. I've had enough of this. I actually don't like this very much. It's part of my job that I hate a lot. It's my least favorite part of my job. Sending people away when I have to. I hate doing that. I hate sending people away from the live house. I think everybody should be allowed to come in and have fun. Yeah, in my defense, I was literally asked to do it. So, you cannot complain. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I was bouncing just now. I bounced. Bouncer strong? Oh, you mean it? Did I do a good job? Did I do you proud? Hmm. Does that kill the charm of this moment for me to just like inhale a nasty amount of mucus immediately after? Does that kill my charm? Always? Oh, it always kills the charm. I know what you actually mean, but I'm gonna say that instead because I like to be dramatic. Low key fan service. Oh, inhaling through my nose. All right, here's your ASMR POV. You ready? POV, you are my mucus, and I am sniffling you into my nose. I think my ears just popped. Oh, God. Oh, man. Did you like that? Did you like that? Yeah? Thoughts? Yes, no? Are you a fan? No. Yes? No? No? Brother? No? Put it away. No? No? You don't like me? You don't like that? Or do you just not like me? Let's just cut to the chase. Do you not like my ASMR? Or do you just not like me? Okay, I guess I'll never do ASMR of any kind ever again. Iron Maiden. Ooh, sentence me. What's my sentence for that ASMR? What's my sentence? Assign me a sentence. What's the verdict? What do I get for my performance? I'll give you another one if you want. Eating fruit salad. That's actually a serious method of torture for me because I love fruits, but I'm allergic to almost all of them. Congested for a day more. Don't say it. Oh, my heart. Ouch. Death row. Okay. Skinned alive. Okay, let's stop. That's enough. Key to the city. Okay, I'll take that. Thank you. The key to the city. Judas Cradle for me and my Uber driver. Oh my gosh. Key to the city of the whole. 1,000 beats. Oh, say it isn't so. Steam beats. No. Okay, I'm gonna ban everybody. That'll be my next move. I'm gonna ban every single person who speaks for true silence. How do I do this again? I think there's actually a way to do this. Hold on. There's a technique, but I can only do it on my phone. Okay, let's see. How do I do this? Okay, settings. Community moderation. Wait. Did I like forget how this works? Ooh. Okay, hold on. Oh yeah, I can do this. Oh no, I'm not gonna do that because I don't like that. Scratching my head. How do I do this? Did they take it away? There was a feature for this that was available only on my phone before. Oh, okay. All right, watch this. Just give it a second. Give it like 1 minute. Give it like 1 minute. It's slowing down. Shrek, I'm looking down. Oh, okay, no, never mind. You're collaborating. Stop. Okay, this is kind of awkward. Okay, this is not gonna work. I forgot. Okay, hold on. Let me experiment. Now what? Okay, let me see. Oh, wait. This is so scary. I'm done with my work, by the way. No more Pomodoros. I forgot to mention. Yeah, I did everything. So, yeah, I don't need to... We don't need to do it anymore. Teehee. All right, let's see. Well, there is another way, but I don't like doing that because you always punish me for it. But I don't know. I feel like I need to put you in your place. You've been so naughty today. All right. You'll behave this time, right? That'll show you. Ah, so nice. I just love a good moment of quiet. Okay, I'll let you out of timeout now. Here you go. Thank you for waiting. That was not cool. What? I said I was gonna ban everybody. That's the only way that I can do it. That's the one way that I can make that happen. Were you silent or were you silenced? I love that face she does too. She was like, "Were you silent or were you silenced?" Like she lifts her brow. Were you silent or were you silenced? Were you silent or were you silenced? uh, have you ever been to Krispy Kreme? Have you ever had Krispy Kreme? Was it crispy? Right, right. Hum, hum, hum. Thank you for the whoa. Rewind. Try that again. Thank you for the delicious tomatoes. What if I talked like this? All right, POV, I am now your virtual assistant. Could you imagine? I would actually love to be the voice of like a mobile phone. That'd be so cool. Hi, I'm Kaelix, your virtual assistant. What can I do to help you today? Or no, that's what can I do to help you today? Yeah, I would love to be like Siri. I would love if I could be the voice of like your phone or your GPS someday. That'd be so cool. You'll continue to taint my words with your dark language. Well, you would have done that no matter what I did, so. Search up the latest brain rot. Okay, this is what I found. And it's like an article about like your brain deteriorating based on the things that you eat or the things you do. It's like a scholarly article. I'm sorry. I don't know. Despacito. Oh, you know what I feel like right now? I feel like an NPC streamer on TikTok from that era, like a billion years ago. Do you remember that? Like 5 or 6 years ago, however long ago that was. You want to hear a joke? Hmm. I'm sorry. I couldn't come up with anything. It was not that old. Was it not 2020 that people were doing that? I feel like that was 5 or 6 years ago. 2019, 2020. Is that not when they did it? Thank you for the glizzy. Mmm, delicious. Thank you for the rose. Thank you for the rose. I'm sorry. Is that a banana? I'm afraid I can't have those. Thank you for the sunflower. Thank you for the rose. Thank you for the sunflower. I'm sorry. Is that a banana? I'm afraid I can't have those. Stop. That's enough. It's actually kind of fun. You want to do that sometime? Maybe I could see how long I could do that for someday. Just kind of come up with my scripts and then stick to them. Thank you for the sunflower. Ice cream. Mmm. Do you like my idle animation, by the way? I don't know if you know this about me. I don't know if I've shared this. And there may come a time that you notice this if you haven't already, but I actually kind of have idle animations in real life. Like, I do genuinely feel like a video game character a lot of the time. Because when I'm standing around, I can't help but, like stick a loop. Get a loop going. I genuinely do feel like I have idle animations. Even sitting in my my chair when I'm streaming sometimes. You may notice that I sometimes will get into a loop. Idleish? No, idle as in IDLE. Like in a video game when you stop controlling your character and they go back and forth like this. Or when they do something over and over again. I can't help it. It's just what my body does. Hata. Arigata. Oh my gosh. Idle games? No, no, no. More like idle animations is what I mean. Idle voice lines? All right, what would my idle voice line be? What would I say if you okay, what would my osmanthus wine taste the same as I remember? What would mine be? What is the Kaelix idle voice line? Dozing off. Ooh, that would be very me. Like if I was in like a game like Genshin or something like that where you have your characters in your team. I feel like my character I would just kind of be there and be like oh. That's what I would do. And you could like you'd have like my like the bubble visibly appearing from my nose and then it pops. I'm like, ah. That's what my idol would be. Or it'd be like, I'm bored. Can we do something fun? That's what mine would be. Yeah, I think that's how mine would go. Just being super annoying. Like it would get so old so fast. Stretch noises. Yeah, that too. I think I'd have one of those. I think I'd have a more practical, unspoken idle voice line. I think it'd be more like me like reaching my arms to this guy being like, ah, ah. You know what I mean? Pause, rewind, play. No. And like no, no, no. It's situational. See that's the thing. You're giving me my catchphrases, but those are situational. They have to be said at a very specific time in a very specific situation, a very specific setting, you know? I can't just say pause, rewind, play out of nowhere. Somebody has to say something crazy first, you know? I'm thinking idle, like an idle animation. Like when I'm not doing anything, I'm not being controlled, the player has stepped away and my NPC is just standing there. Yeah, pause, rewind, play could be a pretty cool. Okay, new topic. If I were a character in one of those kinds of games, that would be a really cool fight mechanic. Like a 3-step special move. A 3-step special move that's based on like time manipulation or something. That'd be pretty cool. Could you imagine that? Pause. Rewind. Play. And it'd be like super elegant. And I could have I could be dripped out with pocket watches or something. Sword user, absolutely. I'd love a sword that there was actually a sword in Genshin that I really loved. It was a great sword that was a clock. The sword itself was a clock. For something like that, I would love a single-handed sword where it's actually the hand of a clock. So it's very elegant, like the like the long hand and the short hand. It'd be the long hand of a clock. That's what I would do. That'd be my concept. Yeah, the bell. Classic, like, default weapon. I actually really like that weapon, aesthetically speaking. Strat-wise, it's not the best, but yeah, that one's a claymore. I'm inventing a new sword. I'm inventing a new weapon. Mine would be it would be the long hand of a very large clock. So in your hand, it would be as big as a regular size single-handed sword, but it would just be the long hand of a large clock, and it would be some kind of important clock, something mythical. So it would be made out of a good material for a sword. Yeah. That would be my weapon in this concept, where specifically in a setting where I have a special move that is pause, rewind, play motif oriented or whatever. That would be my concept there. What vision? Oh, every time I've imagined it, I have always been a Nemo. I don't know how they say it in English. I played with Japanese audio, so uh I feel like people often would assign me to something like Pyro or maybe to Geo, but I'm a Nemo all the way. I can't. I'm so a Nemo. It's insane. Aside from the vibes just being right, all my favorite characters were Anemo as well. The lore for the Anemo characters was always my favorite because they always had some tragic past that I was just gobbling up every single time. They got all the good tragic backstories. I don't know what it is about Anemo characters. They all suffered when they were kids or when they were young, and they become very cool like adults, and I just love them. I thought they were awesome. I want to be them. That's just my vibe. That's my favorite. And the mechanic is really cool too, and it suits me, I think. Yeah, that's what I'd be. Sucrose's best girl. Best girl is Miss Kamisato, I think, but Sucrose is up there. She's in my top 3 for the girls, actually. Hmm. Hazel, he's in my top 3 for the voice. He's actually my second favorite overall, I think. Either that or third, behind Ayaka. For me, it went Kazuha, and then Ayaka, then Hazel, then the Wanderer, then Sucrose, and then I think Fischl, and then Bennett, and there were a bunch of other ones that I liked, but those were the ones that I liked the most and that I used the most because I liked them. Yeah, those are my faves. Teehee. Yunjin, I loved her. I loved her concept and I loved her voice. But I didn't have her for long enough to really play with her. Columbina, so that is at the point where I didn't play much, so I only vaguely remember her. She was in the story that I last played, but I never got to know her. She was very minimally involved. Albedo, I know a little tiny bit about him, but I never pulled him, and I did not play in his event or any of his events if he had others. I just happened to miss it, so I actually know next to nothing about him. I like his design though, and I like the Mondstadt character concepts in general. I think they're nice. Durin, that is way beyond my time. I only learned like a week ago that that's an actual person rather than the dragon that I read about in the lore. Because for me, I know that name to mean something else. I was very surprised to find out that he is like a living, breathing twink right now. That's beyond me. I haven't played Genshin in a really long time. Yeah. Lantern Rites? No, I missed every single one, and I'm so mad about it. I was always like, okay, the next Lunar New Year, I'm gonna be there in the game, and I'd always miss it because of something. I did not play a single lantern right. I missed a lot of the yearly events, actually. Twink, I mean, look at him. That's not the dragon I imagined. I read about this guy. I was thinking something very different. I don't know what happened there. I don't know if I want to know yet. I'll play it again someday, maybe. Probably not, but maybe. And if I don't, then I'll just go on a big deep dive of finding all the lore I can online. Like reading excerpts and watching video essays. I just don't have the time to play it anymore. Yeah, no spoilers, no spoilers. I don't know anything about that. I've just seen him because everybody's obsessed with him. The design is really nice, though. I love his outfit. You are the youngest person ever. Stop spoiling. I don't know. I haven't played it. Stop. Have some class. Come on. No spoilers. I might play someday. I don't know anything about that. I've only connected that something strange has happened because I know that name because I played and very actively followed the lore for Dragonspine. So I know that name. And I know it doesn't belong to that guy that everybody's posting on Twitter. So I will never play it. Trust you. No, I will play it someday. Maybe. Probably not, but probably. Maybe. Possibly. When I just have a lot of free time. Someday when the time comes that I'm ready to retire and just play video games forever in my solitude, that's when I'll catch up maybe. Albedo parallels to Calvin. So as I mentioned moments ago, I don't know much of anything about Albedo, so I don't know the parallels. Do they do have the same dispassionate chic Riz though, I guess. I don't know anything about him. I haven't played any of his events. Okay, I'm done talking about Genshin. I've had enough. I get tired of talking about it so fast. I burn out. It's like I mention it and I get excited about it, and then it's like 1 billion things to talk about with it that I've missed and that I don't remember and that I don't know. And I get overwhelmed. 0. See, again, I didn't even mention it. I just love having a conversation where I actively respond to the things you say to me, and then I'm punished. I'm punished for engaging with you. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Yeah, okay, there you go. There you go. You win. You win with your V-Craft. Oh my gosh. Hold on. I gotta react to something. Heart emoji. Awesome. Okay. Okay. We got some work done today. We got some chatting in. I need to go to bed soon. Yeah, I don't know if you know this. I did not just wake up. I'm going to bed next after this is over. I had some stuff I had to get done and I wanted to make sure I focused. And I also wanted to hang out for a bit. There should be as for the rest of the week, I decided I'm just not going to release a schedule for this week because I went long enough this week. I think this is the first time this will happen where I wasn't sick. I will not be publishing the schedule this week. I'll just be telling it to you by word of mouth. There should be a collab later tonight. I'll retweet the link on Twitter when it goes live. And then tomorrow we'll be playing Stardew Valley at 7 p.m. EST on the 6th. Okay. Rest of the week, like next week, I should have the schedule done soon. I might actually be able to show the schedule to you by the end of tomorrow's stream. Yeah, that's all I can tell you for now. Thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you for helping me focus. Okay. I am going to go wash my face. Apply a little bit of retinol. Wash my face again. And then go to sleep. All right. I hope that you get some good rest as well when the time comes for you. As always, I hope you have some delicious food. Super duper important. Okay. And I stop. And I hope that Yeah, I hope that you stay safe, okay? Till next time. I'm gonna send you to Frio. He's playing Kirby Air Riders. I need to get this game. Oh my gosh, I almost ordered it and then I forgot that my card is now different, so I can't order using it. I have to figure out another way to order things from Nintendo. Anyway, send Frio some love if you'd like to participate in the redirect. Stop. Send him some love if you choose to go over there. Do not be rude. Stop. Please read his rules and respect them. Follow them. Be nice. Be polite. You know, we always want to set a good impression in this community. We want to be well behaved because being well behaved is what sexy. It's so sexy to be well behaved and to be polite and cordial. You know the drill by now. I've drilled it into your head so many times. It must be like a broken record to you, but it means a lot to me. So I appreciate that you're always so nice to everybody. Thank you for always being so nice and sweet. Yeah. If you choose not to participate in the redirect, if it's the end of the line for you, I hope you get some good rest either way. No pressure. And yeah, till next time. I'll see you later. Bye bye.